live pictures of the Prime Minister that are coming in right now. Mohit, as you are talking to us right now, we're just staying with those live pictures of the Prime Minister. Today, he is in the state of Rajasthan and launching development projects worth over 5,500 crores. But also, when it comes to spiritual rejuvenation, it is the impetus that has now been given as far as what the PMO has been suggesting, that the very purpose of the Prime Minister's visit to the state is also concerned, and he is also expected address a public rally that also will be taking place shortly. But here, development projects, even when it comes to elections that is currently underway in the state of Karnataka, Madhav, how do we understand the Prime Minister's focus? It seems to have already shifted to Rajasthan now.
Well, absolutely. And in fact, this is very interesting because we had seen a similar thing when the UP elections happened. Right after the UP elections, the very next day, the Prime Minister and the top leaders were in Gujarat, and the campaign for Gujarat and the work for Gujarat had begun. So not wasting a single day, not wasting a single moment. And that's really the manner in which the BJP's election machinery, as it's really called, functions, because clearly the focus is on the next big task at hand, given that the campaign here has pretty much come to an end. The PM himself, of course, as Mohit was telling us, is really the biggest campaign phase for the BJP, nationally speaking, not just in any one particular state, but in all the states. It is the PM from the front, and to that extent, really, the Prime Minister's presence on ground over there in Rajasthan, a state which in fact has a history of anti-incumbency, of not re-electing the ruling government for the past several decades now. In that situation, the BJP is certainly hoping that it would be best placed to form a government there and not losing any chances with the Prime Minister himself stepping on ground there in Rajasthan.
All right. So the Prime Minister, as we are told, that will also be making the announcements of several development projects for the state of Rajasthan here as well. But the pictures that came in, even as the Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, who seems to be already, Madhav, solving and resolving the infighting issues is here as well. He was out there to receive the Prime Minister upon his arrival. That also remains to be seen. As far as, the friend turns foes is a different story altogether. But here is the social protocol that is also followed by politicians, by chief ministers upon receiving the Prime Minister on his arrival.
Well, absolutely. That is as per protocol, as you rightly put it. It is normal protocol for the Chief Minister to be the one receiving the Prime Minister when he lands in any state, whether it is of the ruling party or of the opposition parties. That is a normal courtesy. That is a normal protocol that is generally observed, except, of course, for certain situations that we've seen where, in fact, the centre and the states have been at loggerheads over different issues. So to that extent, certainly the Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, even though he may be, beleaguered with many a controversy over there in Rajasthan, the latest, of course, being his comments in relation to Vasundhara Raje, which, of course, seem to have backfired, because it is not just the fact that by making these comments that he was perhaps trying to, embarrass a section of the BJP, but instead the exact opposite happened, because it was Sachin Pilot who then used that comment to come out and say that here is the Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot who considers Vasundhara Raje as his leader and not Sonia Gandhi. So that internal fighting between the state unit of the Rajasthan Congress coming to the fore with those comments of Ashok Gehlot. But notwithstanding that, notwithstanding the divisions within the state units of both the BJP as well as the Congress, certainly a very, very important moment at this point of time for the Prime Minister to be stepping down there in Rajasthan, and certainly a series of events that have been planned through the course of the day today, particularly, of course, the visit to Nathdwara.